Hi everyone, and welcome back to school. I know that it must be back to school time because I have gotten dozens of questions in my inbox lately with you guys asking where you should start with your students. Now, most of your students are probably going to start somewhere in layer 1. So today I'm going to share with you a really quick informal assessment that you can do to figure out what lessons your students might need. So if you're working with students that are somewhere in layer 1, you're just pretty sure that they need some of those foundational skills. What I suggest you do is that you take your layer 1 card pack and you're going to use it for a pre-test. So instead of using it to review, you're just using it to figure out what the students know. So first you're going to have the student in front of you and you're going to go through all these cards like you were doing the visual drill. Except instead of setting them up to do a blending drill, you're just going to put them into two piles. They know it, they don't know it. So you're just going to ask your students to say the sound. Any sound that they know, you put in one pile. Any sound that they don't know, you put in another pile. And you're just simply going to flip through all your cards, not doing any teaching, not doing any correction, just listening. They know it, they don't know it. When you're done, any cards that are in the don't know it pile are lessons that you have to teach. So you're going to go into the Phonics First curriculum guide and you're going to make sure that you teach those lessons. But there is another step, because when students can say the sound when you do this visual drill, that's just saying that they might know the sound for reading. We also have to check if they would know that sound for spelling. So you're going to do almost an auditory drill. You can give your students the sand tray if you want, but I prefer to just give them a pencil and paper. Now you're just going to look and you're going to say the sounds to your students. So the students do not get in visual input. You're going to give them a sound and see if they can write the letter. So I might say B, Z, A. And my student is just writing the letters on their sheet of paper. Afterwards, I'm going to check. Any sound that they couldn't write the proper letter for, that's another lesson you're going to have to teach. So any of the lessons that they didn't know the sound for, or they didn't know the letter for, you're going to go through and teach those specific lessons out of Phonics First Layer 1. Then you might want to wrap it up with the plus lessons just to make sure that all your bases are covered. We'll go over the plus lessons more in another video. In the meantime, please go ahead and leave your comments below or send me emails if you have other questions about your students.